First Samuel chapter 7. So the men of Kiriath-Jearim came and got the ark of the Lord. They brought it up to Abinadab's house on the hill. They set his son Eleazar apart to guard the ark. The ark remained at Kiriath-Jearim for a long time. It was there for a full 20 years. Then all the Israelites turned back to the Lord. So Samuel spoke to all the Israelites. He said, "Do you really want to return to the Lord with all your hearts? If you do, get rid of your false gods. Get rid of your statues of female gods that are named Ashtoreths. Commit yourself to the Lord. Serve him only. Then he will save you from the power of the Philistines." So the Israelites put away their statues of gods that were named Baal. They put away their statues of female gods that were named Ashtoreth. They served the Lord only. Then Samuel said, "Gather all the Israelites together at Mizpah. I will pray to the Lord for you." When the people had come together at Mizpah, they went to the well and got water. They poured it out in front of the Lord. On that day, they didn't eat any food. They admitted they had sinned. They said, "We have sinned against the Lord." Samuel was serving as the leader of Israel at Mizpah. The Philistines heard that Israel had gathered together at Mizpah. So the Philistine rulers came up to attack them. When the Israelites heard about it, they were afraid. They said to Samuel, "Don't stop crying out to the Lord our God to help us. Keep praying that he will save us from the power of the Philistines." Then Samuel got a very young lamb. He sacrificed it as a whole burnt offering to the Lord. He cried out to the Lord to help Israel, and the Lord answered his prayer. The Philistines came near to attack Israel. At that time, Samuel was sacrificing the burnt offering, but that day the Lord thundered loudly against the Philistines. He threw them into such a panic that the Israelites were able to chase them away. The men of Israel rushed out of Mizpah. They chased the Philistines all the way to a point below Beth-kar. They killed them all along the way. Then Samuel got a big stone. He set it up between Mizpah and Shan. He named it Ebenezer. He said, "The Lord has helped us every step of the way." So the Philistines were brought under Israel's control. The Philistines don't attack their territory again. The Lord used his power against the Philistines as long as Samuel lived. The Philistines had captured many towns between Ekron and Gath, but they had to give all of them back. Israel took back the territories near those towns from the control of the Philistines. During that time, Israel and the Amorites were friendly toward each other. Samuel continued to lead Israel all the days of his life. From year to year, he traveled from Bethel to Gilgal to Mizpah. He served Israel as judge in all those places, but he always went back to Ramah. That's where his home was. He served Israel as judge there too, and he built an altar there to honor the Lord. 1 Samuel chapter 8. When Samuel became old, he appointed his sons as Israel's leaders. The name of his oldest son was Joel. The name of his second son was Abijah. They served as judges at Beersheba, but his sons didn't live as he did, and they were only interested in making money. They accepted money from people who wanted special favors. They made things that were wrong appear to be right. So all the elders of Israel gathered together, and they came to Samuel at Ramah. They said to him, "You are old, your sons don't live as you do. So appoint a king to lead us. We want a king just like the kings all the other nations have." And Samuel wasn't pleased when they said, "Give us a king to lead us." So he prayed to the Lord. The Lord told him, "Listen to everything the people are saying to you. You are not the one they had turned and they backed on. I'm the one they do not want as their king. They are doing just as they have always done. They have deserted me and served other gods. They have done that from the time I brought them up out of Egypt until this day. Now they are deserting you too. Let them have what they want, but give them a strong warning. Let them know what the king who rules over them will expect to be done for him." Samuel told the people who were asking him for a king everything the Lord had said. Samuel told them, Here's what the king who rules over you will expect to be done for him. He will take your sons. He will make them serve with his chariots and horses. They will run in front of his chariots. He will choose some of your sons to be commanders of thousands of men. Some will be commanders of fifties. Others will have to plow his fields and gather his crops. Still others will have to make weapons of war and parts for his chariots. He will also take your daughters. Some will have to make perfume. Others will be forced to cook and bake. He will take away your best fields and vineyards and olive groves. He will give them to his attendants. He will take a tenth of your grain and a tenth of your grapes. He will give it to his officials and attendants. He will also take your male and female servants. He will take your best cattle and donkeys. He will use all of them any way he wants to. He will take a tenth of your sheep and goats. You yourself will become his slaves. When that time comes, you will cry out for help because of the king you have chosen. But the Lord will not answer you at the time. In spite of what Samuel said, the people refused to listen to him. No, they said, we want a king to rule over us. Then we will be like all the other nations. We will have a king to lead us. He will go out at the head of our armies and fight our battles. Samuel heard everything the people said. He told the Lord about it. The Lord answered, listen to them. Give them a king. Then Samuel said to the Israelites, each of you go back to your own town.